What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel, and today we are going to be taking a look at BeastKingdom's DAH-023 Dark Knight Batman 1/9 scale action figure. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I upload new videos constantly throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell icon so you stay notified and up to date when I do upload a new video. And if you do enjoy this video or any of my other ones, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. The YouTube algorithm is a slut for your guys' likes. But if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, guys, because unlike all the new streaming services, mine is completely free, and I promise you, and I guarantee you great content in return. But with that being said, guys, the information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I am your host, Jesse the Bat Magic Girl, aka the Buff Collector. And once again, guys, today we are going to be taking a look at BeastKingdom's DAH-023, the Dark Knight Batman 1/9 scale action figure. So, guys, this thing is so cool and amazing. So recently on my TikTok, I was asked the question, are the BeastKingdom figures worth it? And in my opinion, they totally are, especially if you're looking for something that stands out in a collection full of 6-inch figures and even 7-inch figures, because these are 9-inch figures. In my opinion, these are just scaled down Hot Toys because of the detail, the stuff you get with them, the amount of accessories that they come with. If you're not wanting or willing to shell out the price it takes for a Hot Toy, because I believe the pre-order price for this guy alone is about $255. I was just on the Sideshow website, so I want to say it's $255 for the pre-order for the Hot Toys of the Dark Knight, and it's based off the Batman Begins movie, not even the Dark Knight movie. And in my opinion, I think his suit looks a lot better in the Dark Knight than in Batman Begins, but that's neither here nor there at this point. But like I said, these are more like scaled down Hot Toys. So whereas a Hot Toy is a 12-inch figure, these are 9-inch, so they're 3 inches shorter, but their detail is just as amazing as a Hot Toy. Yes, you're gonna have a few things that aren't exactly perfect like you would in Hot Toys, but once again, for the Hot Toys, you're paying a minimum of at least $200. That's minimum. Whereas here, I was able to pick this guy up in a package deal for about $92, but looking on eBay, this guy is going for about $120 altogether. Average $130, 120, $130. So he is rather affordable when it comes to a high-end, highly detailed action figure that comes with a lot of accessories, because as I'll show you guys, he comes with a lot of stuff, much like a Hot Toys would. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at his I cannot speak right now, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. So the first thing that he comes with, which actually stood out to me as kind of odd, was he came with a head sculpt, not particularly for him, rather for the DAH-024 Joker from the Dark Knight, or even the bank robber version of the Joker, because the first accessory that we're going to look at that he comes with is an alternate Joker head where he's laughing. So I guess BeastKingdom has a tendency to do this with some of their figures, because recently I pre-ordered their Joker interrogation scene set, and he comes with an alternate head sculpt with glow-in-the-dark eyes for this Batman, as well as the EMP gun that he uses in The Dark Knight Rises. So I don't know why BeastKingdom does this, but I'm not going to say I don't like it. I mean, I can see some people not liking it if they don't buy all the figures and all the lines, so that way, what would you do with that alternate head sculpt? But I have to say it does look really good on this Batman body, as you will see in one of the pics that I post in this review. So stay tuned for that. So that is the only oddity out of it. Other than that, the rest of the stuff that comes in this with this Batman is specifically for Batman. So you're gonna get 3 alternate face plates to what he can look like. So the first one is going to be the one he has on right here right now. Go ahead and turn his face so you can see it, and it's where his teeth are just slightly open, and it's like he's kind of just like breathing through his mouth. The next one, and the one that he comes with in the box, is just a closed mouth. I think they really got the sculpting really well on this figure. It really does resemble Christian Bale, because surprisingly some companies just cannot get a likeness even under a cowl, but they really did get the likeness, especially as you will see in the review pics. I put different face plates on him so you can see how they look on him and not just in my hand, because they do look a lot different in the figure or on the figure than they do in my hand. But I don't want to spend time, you know, taking each face plate out and putting it in, so I did take pictures with each face plate in so you guys can see. So stay tuned for the review photos if you want to see how each face plate looks with this figure. The next one we're going to take a look at is where he's kind of like grunting his teeth, like he's punching somebody, or he's like really growling and whatnot. And the last one that he comes with, whoops. Oh, wait, no, that was the last one he comes with. Sorry, guys. So he comes with his regular closed mouth, a little bit of teeth showing, a little bit of a buck teeth showing right there, and then all out growling expression. Sorry, I wanted to run through those one more time real quick just in case I didn't mess that up. I'm currently prepping for a bodybuilding show, so I am low on carbs, so if I mess things up, I apologize in advance. If I flub up words, I apologize in advance. I am low on carbs, and when you do that, your brain has no energy and nothing to function on. So we're gonna power through this with you guys. So let's go on and continue on looking at what this guy comes with. So the next thing he comes with is the backpack type wing set that he uses when he's in Hong Kong trying to catch the money launderer guy. It's really cool. I have not put this on him yet because I don't really know how to take the cape out. I'll be honest, it looks pretty hard to take out and put in, so I should probably look at the instructions that are in there. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever put this on this Batman, because I did also buy a Soap Studios Dark Knight Batman, and that one came with this part as well. And whoops, I figured since this one has his cape, I'll put this on the other one. And before we look at the review pics, I will bring the Soap Studios Dark Knight to compare to this Dark Knight so that you guys can see the difference. And I probably will do a comparison video down the line. But yeah, so it comes with a little backpack for the wing set that he comes, or that he uses in the Dark Knight movie when he's in Hong Kong. It's, you know, pretty decently detailed. It's all black, has the nice lines and stuff. You can tell what it is if you know what it is. So he also does come with two separate belts. They are identical in look, or I guess not. I guess this one has a little more pockets in the front, but this one is used to hold the grapple gun right there in the back. Oh, he's holding it. I was looking for the grapple gun in the accessory set. So this one is used to hold the grapple gun, and this one has magnets in it so that it can hold this gadget. I don't know what it's called, but it's, whoops, the dart gun that he uses to fire off the little mini explosives. So this is magnetic, and it does attach to the belt magnetically, and it comes apart like so. And if you want to put it together, you just push this pin in right there. Whoops, did this upside down. Push this pin in right there. Stock, whoops. Okay, so you just realized that was out of focus, guys, sorry. So you push the pin in right there. Stock comes out here. This slides forward, this slides down, slides out, and down. So you got the handle, and you just, and then you start firing your pellets or your little mini explosives. So yeah, that's a really cool thing that they did. That's why I say these things are like mini Hot Toys, or at least scaled down Hot Toys, because not only is the attention to detail and the amazing suit, you know, fabric and all, and the wired cape, but even the accessories are plentiful and very highly detailed. As you can see, it has the nice little red painting dry brush right here to make it look more metal, a different metal, gunmetal than all of this. Little black accents, the gold accents on the rods. So a lot of attention to detail on these little accessories, which is why I say this is like a smaller scaled down hot toy. So you just take that apart, and then it attaches magnetically. It's got to grab it. There we go. So yeah, that's really cool. So the next thing we're going to look at is the little bomb that he comes with, that he actually does not use in The Dark Knight, but he actually uses in Batman Returns, or I'm sorry, Batman Returns, Batman Begins, when he's running out of Arkham Asylum, blowing his way through, making his own doorways. He comes with a little mini bomb like that. Now the Soap Studios one is slightly more detailed, despite him being a 1/12 scale figure, so a 6-inch figure. It does come with a little red dot for, like, you know, the activation, whereas this one does not. But still really cool to have in this scale and what. So the next thing we're going to be taking a look at are the batarangs that he comes with. He comes with a total of 3 batarangs, and they are just the classic Dark Knight ones. So they are just all gold and plain, but they are really cool to have. So like I said, he comes with 3 separate loose ones. He has one there in his hand, and I have 2 in the box. So last but certainly not least, we are going to take a look at the grapple gun that he comes with. Now this is not all the accessories he comes with. He still comes with a base and a bunch of hands that we're going to take a look at, but this is it as far as accessories and gadgets and all that kind of stuff. So of course it's the classic grapple gun from the Dark Knight series and trilogy. Whoops. Very nicely detailed, very nicely painted, as you can see. Now that I have it in my hand, I can pull the belt forward, just snap it in right there, and that's how it holds it. So I just wanted to show you that, guys, that real quick. So all in all, just a very beautifully, nicely done piece. I think these things are basically like little hot toys because of the amount of detail in them. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to his hands. So he does come with an array of hands. First and foremost, he comes with a pair of batarang holding hands right here. He has one in right there, and he has his right hand right here. He also comes with a pair of trigger finger hands. Kind of doesn't look like it, but this finger does go in, kind of like that one sticking out right there. So that's his right, this is his left. He comes with a pair of fist hands, of course, because he's Batman and he has to beat down the bad guys. So next up, we are going to pull out the relaxed open hands. There you go, where he just has his hands by his side, not really doing much. And then next up, he is going to have this wider gripping hand. In my opinion, it's more like to hold another figure, like if he's shaking down the Joker, because he doesn't really have any gadgets that warrant this type of grip. There's nothing large enough to fit into that hand. Everything just falls out. So last and not but certainly not least, he comes with a pair of action open hands, which you will see me display in the review pics. So all these hands obviously come in pairs. I just didn't want to pull both of them out. So that is everything that he comes with, besides this final thing, and it is, of course, a base. And which is why I say this is kind of like a hot toy as well, because it comes with a base. All hot toys come with a base. And it's not just a plain base. It does say Batman right there, and it does say the Dark Knight trilogy on the bottom right there. So it is a nice stand. It does hold him nice and snug in there. Gives you a little more security, you know, being displayed on a shelf or whatnot. So yeah, guys, that is it for accessories. And you know, we haven't even scratched the surface with this review, because we haven't even pulled him forward, we haven't even looked at any detail, and we haven't even looked at any articulation. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and do all of that. So it's pulling him forward. We can see the detail in this figure, very nicely done. I just wish that the fabric was a little more stretchy on the legs. It is a little restrictive, but not too bad. But I do like all the detailing in the armor up here. Up here it's a harder plastic piece separate from everything else, and then it kind of just turns into a pattern fabric right here of just fabric on top of fabric. Not so much armor pieces until you get down to the shin guards. So yeah guys, all in all, very nice. I do like this cape and the fabric and the way it lays. It is wired, so you can get some action poses out of it, which is really nice. And it has a nice thickness to it too, so it doesn't just look all odd and whatnot. So yeah guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. He is decently articulated. Like I said, the fabric in the bottom of the pants does kind of hinder him, but not too bad. So he can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down a bit. He can look back pretty decently actually. You do get some head tilt and some wiggle room with the neck. His arm articulation does go all the way out that way. So you can go all the way out that way. You just can't go 360 rotation because of the fabric obviously, but it does rotate up and forward. You do get bicep rotation right there. You do get a double hinge elbow, and then of course rotation at the wrist, as well as in and out hinging or up and down depending on how you place it. Looking at his ab articulation, he does have a little bit of a twist right there, but once again, as with all fabric cloth figures, you have to be very careful with the twisting and the turning, or else you will rip it. So with that being said, whoops, sorry guys. Doesn't have too much of an ab crunch down or back, just slight. Looking at his leg articulation, he can kick out that far if you push it, kick back that far. The knee pads are slightly askew. They're not really lined up. So that's one critique with it. But other than that, not too bad. He does come with double hinge knees, but I'm not going to push it because once again, the fabric and whatnot, so it can go up that far. Looking at his ankle articulation, it goes that far down, that far up, ball rocker joint, and as well as toe articulation right there. And he can go out that far as far as splits. You don't want to go any further because he does have a low crotch, and the pants, like I said, are not the most flexible. They're not the stretchiest, and so if you don't want to rip it, you got to be very careful with those leg movements. His arms and upper body is a lot more freer than his lower body. So yeah guys, with that being said, let's take a look at some really cool pics I took of this guy. Alright guys, real quick before we get into those pics, I just wanted to show a quick comparison between the Soap Studios Batman Dark Knight and the BeastKingdom Batman Dark Knight. As you can see, this is a 6-inch 1/12 scale figure versus a 9-inch, and he is actually slightly hunched over, so he does look a little shorter. But you can see the difference in the height and even in the detail, but you could also see the similarities. So it's really up to you whether you want it to fit into with your Mezco, or if you want it just as a separate display piece on its own, because this will not fit in with your Mezco, this will not fit in with your Marvel Legends, this will not fit in with your McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. However, this one will. However, this one also has a lot more limited articulation than this one. When I do my review on this guy, you will see why, or you will see. But I just wanted to throw this in real quick before we got into the review pics, so you can see the difference between the two in terms of size and everything else. They both come with a lot of stuff equally, basically in the same. Like I said, this guy comes with the backpack as well, and I have him with it. So yeah guys, let's get to those pics. Alright everybody, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I did recently start a separate Instagram account for more of my planned out, thought out, more edited shots called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out, and if you like what you see, leave me a follow. But with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, guys. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.